Umeå, the city of birches, is located in northern Sweden, and almost 100,000 people live here. Just outside of the city you can find rock carvings dating back 5,000 years. But the first written mention of Umeå comes from the 14th century. At that place now an old church stands. However, this is not the first church. The first one burnt down a couple of hundred years ago. It is believed that it was first settled by the nomadic Sami people, and the name of Umeå can be derived from Old Norse meaning the roaring river. And the closeness to the river was probably the reason why the early settlers chose to settle at this place, because that gave them great access to trading posts and fishing. The city is incredibly beautiful with a lot of wooden structures. And the promenade along the riverbank in the central part of the city is highly recommended. But Umeå has had its own tragedies as well. On the 25th of June 1888, almost all of the city was completely destroyed by a rapid fire. 2,300 out of 3,000 inhabitants were left homeless that day. But some old buildings remained, including this old fire station that was actually built in 1888, just prior to the fire. Nowadays it's a cinema. But when they rebuilt the city, they rebuilt it with bigger avenues and they planted a lot of birches to act as fire protection and fire streets. And that is why the city is called the City of Birches. In front of the main square in the city center you can find the old city hall that does not function as a city hall anymore. It now houses a small conference center and a great restaurant. Just 1 minute's walking time from the main city center, you will find this cool building. It's the main city library and a hotel. It is mixed together with parts of the old town of Umeå. That is cool. Inside of this masterpiece you can find the city library, some cafes, some restaurants and some specialty shops. This place has great coffee. As I continued to walk in the city, I walked to the main city church. This is built in neo-revival architecture style. It is so beautiful, but I was unable to enter the church. But the level of details on the bricks and on the glass is impressive. That is beautiful craftsmanship. In the western part of the city center you will find a lot of very beautiful wooden houses, but here you can also find the city hall, and the city hall is a former military base. It served as a military stable. Umeå still has a military base, but it is located somewhere else in the city and I did not film that place for obvious reasons. I am glad that these old military buildings still exist to these days, because they are very beautiful and they have played an important role in the city of Umeå, and I am happy that they can serve as the city hall. These buildings played an important role in the defense of the city when Sweden was at war with Russia 1808-1809. However, in the end, Sweden lost the war and Russia occupied Finland. This was a major loss for Sweden because Finland had been Swedish for many hundreds of years. And as a result, the Swedish king Gustav Adolf IV had to leave his position as king. The building you can see here is part of the old military stable, but now it is a restaurant. Contemporary history in Umeå has had its dark place in the souls of the citizens of Umeå. Between 1998 and 2005, a serial rapist roamed the streets. He is called the Hagamannen, and he caused fear of the citizens of Umeå over those years because the attacks were violent and it scared the citizens. After the police succeeded to link his DNA, he was convicted by the court for 9 counts of sexual assault and he was sentenced to imprisonment for 14 years. Umeå University was founded in 1965. and it has a rich student life. In 2020, Umeå University and Emmanuel Charpentier was awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for the discovery of the genome editing. That has been a major scientific breakthrough. If you like the video, hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe.